When you hear the name Florence Nightingale, does it summon a picture of caring, hardworking nurses? I have a whole new appreciation for nurses myself these days. They're absolutely amazing. Florence Nightingale was born to a very well-to-do upper-class British family in the 1800s. The young women of her day were expected to focus on what Florence later referred to as frivolous social events. But something happened to Florence that completely changed the direction of her life. At 17, Florence felt God speaking to her, calling her to a life of service. So, much to the shock and confusion of her family, Florence began to avidly pursue a life of caring for the sick, particularly those who were poor. She studied medical care both at home and abroad. God's calling took her to Turkey during the Crimean War. It was absolutely unheard of for a woman to provide nursing care to wounded military men, let alone for an upper-class woman to even work in a hospital. But despite the horrible conditions, like rats and open sewage, Florence went right on working. She dressed wounds, she administered treatments, instructed nurses, and made regular rounds throughout the infirmary. Her tireless care in providing a germ-free environment blew all of the casualty statistics out of the water. Mortality rates at military hospitals fell from 75 to just 2. The men called her the Lady of the Lamp because she could be found carrying a lantern, walking through the wards at all hours of the day and night, giving comfort and aid. Jean Durant said, "Though I'm called the founder of the Red Cross, it's an English woman that deserves the honor. Florence Nightingale was the one who inspired me." Jesus teaches us that the cost of true discipleship is high. We have to be willing to let go of everything, even close relationships, that keep us from following His call. He tells us that members in His family are those who hear the Word of God and put it into practice. Florence Nightingale, she's in that great cloud of witnesses surrounding us, telling us to open up the ears of our heart and to listen for His call. Are you listening?